So now let us move on to the next category of the epithelial tissue. Sometimes this squamous epithelial tissue, apart from helping in filtration and absorption and exchange of materials, they some modify themselves into bag-like structures or vesicular structures, thereby helping in storage of some chemicals. So these bag-like structures are going to form into ducts, and thereby they are going to lead to the formation of gland cells, and these gland cells are going to store the secretions, especially from your digestive glands. So the next category of epithelial tissue is glandular epithelial tissue. So that is the where they may be located, just guess. Yes, in your digestive system, especially in your stomach, in the form of gastric glands, maybe even the mucus glands, and then salivary glands in your oral cavity, that is in your mouth. But then children, coming to salivary gland, it is a modified cuboidal epithelial tissue, which we'll be discussing a little while later. Then they are also located in your ear, which secretes the ear wax, which we are supposed to clean regularly. Now, as I told earlier, you have salivary glands which originate from another type of epithelial tissue, which is called as cuboidal epithelial tissue. So the name itself suggests how are they in structure? Yes, cubical or more or less rectangular in shape. Thereby, they increase this. Again, they are also very closely packed with a large centrally located nucleus with abundant cytoplasm. So they are found mostly in the kidney. Now just recall, what is the function of kidney? Yes, in the process of filtration. Now what is happening? During the process of filtration, there is the reabsorption of useful materials and discharge of harmful nitrogenous waste. So this selective reabsorption and all is taken up by the kidney tubules. Now kidney, like lungs, also contains very fine structures called as nephron, which help in filtration process. So kidney, thyroid gland and salivary glands contain cuboidal epithelial tissue, which help in the secretion and absorption of the materials. So here is a brief recap of the various types of epithelial tissues which we have just discussed, children. So in your mouth and blood vessels, yes, the tissue located is squamous. Then as an outer protective cover of your skin, that is your stratified epithelial tissue. Then coming to the next is your glandular epithelial tissue, which is mostly located in your digestive system, which helps in the secretion of useful chemicals or enzymes. And then we have columnar. If you can see here, the picture is very clear, wherein they appear like columnar or pillar like, where observe the nucleus is lying at the base. But whereas in case of your squamous, the nucleus lies in the center and with abundant cytoplasm, flattened structure, pillar like structures. Then coming to your ciliated, no difference, only an extra appearance of hair-like structures, of course found in your nasal tract and also in your respiratory tract. Then coming to your cuboidal, cubical in shape, located in your kidney and your salivary glands.